Hello, and this is Adrian. I'm going to try to review one of these indie games called Papers, Please. This is probably a not well-known game. I don't think any one of you would have known about this. But this is actually one of the most interesting games for the indie scene that actually came out for quite a while. And for some people who doesn't know what indie games are basically people who make the game on their own without a particular company. And this one is actually quite interesting. You are playing as a person who actually checks passports, which is the people who stands in immigration. And as you can see, I've been put for a lottery. And for the immediate placement, I'm supposed to go to the admission of very important checkpoint. And I am supposed to be a immigration officer. And I'm gonna take care of my family, which I will explain a bit later now. And my country is apparently Ashtosaska something. So that's me over there, and I'm on my way to work. Now I'm going to try to get some of these guys to go in. So this place Ashtosaska is basically an area where it's sort of like the Soviet Union in the last quite some time back. So it's a fictional country. And we actually have to go and get people to come in, and for some reasons, now entry is only restricted to Australian citizens only. So I have to go and check for the passports and to make sure that whether if everything's in order. I gotta make sure that it's not expired properly on the date. I'm not supposed to make sure that actually their faces are all correct and all kind of stuff. And as long as in Ashtosaska, I'm supposed to grant entry. So what I do is I take out this stamp thingy, and I actually make sure whether it's approved or denied. So now, right now it's approved, and I'm done. So in the beginning, it's actually quite easy, right? And the more that you do, you actually will get paid more. So I'm actually doing really slow, but I should be actually going faster. So right now, this guy is a foreigner. He's from Haihan and he's from Ipoh. So I'm gonna deny him entry, right? So this is what you actually mostly do, and right now it's actually quite easy. But as time goes by, you get more paperwork, because I actually played it before. You get more paperwork, you got more work to do, and it's actually a very interesting, challenging game. So right now, I'm just telling them to go to hell. Oh no, the save one, and then telling me to go to hell. Sorry. So I'm just checking, make sure that it's correct. 1984, that's fine. Female, I think so. So if you find any particular discrepancy, I don't think we can do it now. You can actually check to see whether it's any discrepancy from one character to another. So I'm trying to see whether we can fast forward this guy. Right, so apparently the guy said it was a mistake to open checkpoint. Okay, fine. There we go. Just check 1984 and we are fine. There we go. Alright. So everybody's done for the day. And now, what happens is that once you finish your passport things, you get what your savings were, and the salary is actually based on how many people you have actually done correctly, whether you reject them or you got them in. And you gotta pay for the rent and the food and the heat. Now you can actually turn off the food and the heat, but you can see that there's a status for your family, which is your wife, your son, your mother-in-law, and your uncle. And if you start turning off them off, I think the next day they will start to turn cold or they start to get sick, and then you gotta buy the medicine, and it's gonna be like a piece of crap, like to say, in a way, and it's gonna be a bit more hectic. Yeah. So you want to try to earn as much money as possible, but yet not get penalized, because if you got it wrong, then they will start penalizing your salary, and it actually will get things will get pretty much worse. Yeah. So I'm on my day 2, and just to give you an idea, we're gonna walk through a bit on the second day, just to show how hard it is. So right now, foreigners are actually valid to enter. So we need to actually check the passport to make sure whether if it's correct. Now we got another button here to show that it's an inspect button, and with the inspect button you can actually tell if there's any discrepancy, like if the date is expired or something like that. So we're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna get the first guy to come in, and hopefully there'll be some sort of discrepancy that we can actually use. No, right now his date and so on. Now you can see that the ISS is the issuing date, so you got to actually make sure that the map for Impor, which is this area, is correct with the particular date. So that's fine. Female date 1944, 1983, which is fine. So I think this person is fine, hopefully, and I hope I don't get penalized for that. Let's try another one. Right, so this is from Antigua, and you gotta go and check whether if Antigua has the right issuing person. Glorian 1982 10. So this is actually expired. So what you can actually do is you can actually highlight discrepancy with the date for these two, and you can see the discrepancy, and you actually can interrogate the person and probably say that it's an expired document and all that kind of stuff. So if it's expired, then you got to reject. Now if you do it wrong, then you're going to penalize you. First round is probably nothing, is probably going to be a warning. Second one will be a second warning, and then it's going to start penalizing you exponentially. And apparently if you don't have enough money, you won't be able to take care of your family, and you probably will die. So, well, that's just sucks, I guess. Just give me a minute. East Granton. You see that the ISS is not there, so we actually can put this as a discrepancy and make sure that it's just to tell whether if there's any false information. Right, so it's false. We're gonna reject this guy. Poor guy. Yep. And so it gets much more harder. You get more documents you have to check. You check whether if the health papers is correct. You gotta make sure that it's everything is fine. Now, since it's Azovstal, we gotta make sure that it's that the issuing country is correct. There we go. Ultraviolet female 83, and this person looks fine unless I get. Oh wait, hang on, my bad. You could also check the face. Okay, that's fine. So okay, there you go. So actually, in a way, you have to do it as fast as possible, but you gotta do it as accurate as possible. This, to be honest, is probably one of the best games that I've played, as in terms of an indie game. The graphics ain't that good, but the gameplay is probably one of the. It's like quite interesting. It's quite unique. I've never played as a passport immigration officer before, but this probably makes it really exciting. You know, I've never had a game that's actually going to be very exciting to become a immigration officer. So this is really cool. So apparently sometimes they give you a card that says, you know, if you have a good time, see us. Yeah, sure. Right. Let me just. I think this looks fine. Let's just continue. So alright, so this is Papers, Please, and I hope you guys give it a try because it's really fun, and hope to see you guys soon.